Welcome to my E3 2012 predictions. Hello, it's me as always, Tristan Jerkovich. So yeah, E3 is next week. I expect big things from Sony on the Vita side, as well as Nintendo on the Wii U side. And they have a lot to prove with the 3DS as well. I think both those companies have a lot on the lines. Microsoft, not so much. I think they're going to try and show that they still have some hardcore games coming out, but I think it's going to be still a little weak. But anyway, let's get right into it. Just a note, all the footage shown is from last year's E3 for all three press conferences. So let's get to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2011 Xbox 360 Global Media Briefing.
Yes, so Microsoft. As always, I think they're going to start off their show by showing off Call of Duty. But they're going to show Black Ops 2, probably going to show snippets of different parts of the campaign and whatnot. I also think that they're going to be revealing something related to Mass Effect 3, probably some substantial DLC regarding the story. Nothing, maybe they might mention some more multiplayer packs, but I think they're going to show like, oh, exclusive first on the 360 or something like that. I think that's going to be the same thing for the Skyrim DLC, Dawn Guard. I think they're going to show maybe some of that or announce that they're going to have like an exclusive deal. Also think that even though Bioshock Infinite's been delayed until 2013, I think that's going to be on there. Bioshock was originally just a Xbox game, so I think they're going to come back and show that maybe the Xbox has an exclusive thing for that as well. More so than any of that other stuff, because all of that, again, is third party. I think Halo 4 is going to be a big center of the show. I think it's going to show some story stuff. I think they're going to maybe have some online gameplay shown on the stage, and then I think it's just going to be like something else, just big revealing in the trailer. I also think the former developer of Halo, Bungie, their new game I talked about last week, Destiny, I think they're going to show some trailer for it or announce what it's coming for, but we do know that it's supposed to be coming one on the 360 and then one on the next console as well. So it'll be interesting to see what they talk about with that. But I do not think they're going to be talking about anything with the new system, the 720 or whatever they're going to be calling it, the Xbox 360 squared or whatever. I think they may tease it and say something like, oh, stay tuned for next year for something truly phenomenal, something like that. I do think they are going to drop the price on the 360, or at least they're going to make better bundles for it to make it seem like it's a better deal. Just maybe to squeeze out as much money as they can before the next life cycle starts. They're probably going to show less Kinect stuff, but they're probably going to say, we have a whole booth dedicated to Kinect to go see it, but we're not going to take the time during the show. But they're going to put it more. They're going to put a little PR spin on it, basically, not make it sound like, hey, we know that you do not give a shit about Kinect, so we're going to skip it. So, and then they're probably going to announce some new apps and services coming this fall for the 360. I have no idea what else they can have. Maybe some more partners with NBC, some cable stuff. I have no idea. They already have Facebook and Twitter and all that junk, so to sum it all up, I think they're just going to focus on 360 exclusives for third parties as well as 360 exclusives for first party.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jack Tretton.
Alright, so what does Sony have in store? I think that they're probably going to start off with Jack Tretton talking about the PlayStation brand and how they have so many things to go off of, different brands and whatnot. So after that, they're probably going to show maybe some playthroughs of The Last of Us, maybe Assassin's Creed 3, because they usually show Assassin's Creed at the Sony things. They're probably going to show off the PlayStation All-Stars, aka the Smash Brothers clone game. They may not show an entire list of people that are going to be in it, but they'll probably show off, I'm going to guess, Cole from Infamous, Nathan Drake from Uncharted, and maybe Snake from Metal Gear. And then they'll say that the full list will be revealed later that week or something like that. They're probably also going to put a big focus on the PlayStation Network, I imagine. Maybe revamp it a bit. Maybe talk about how all the games going forward, that they're going to all be available digitally. Or they might talk about maybe some classic games are coming, like more PS1 games, possibly more PS2 games. They may even talk about maybe emulation for the PSP or more emulation for the PS Vita for PS2 games. That'd be pretty exciting. I think they're going to put a big focus on that because I don't think they're going to talk about their new console as well. They may tease it like next year or something like that. But anyway, so yeah, I think a lot of things are going for the Vita because it's not doing well here and it's not doing well in Japan. So they need to do a price drop, which I think they're not going to drop the price, but I think they're going to make a big bundle for it, throw a memory card, maybe a game, and then keep it at the same price, but just throw a bunch of stuff in there. They're probably going to do that for the PS3, maybe their 3D TVs as well. But anyway, so I think the big game that they're going to show for the Vita is going to be the Final Fantasy X HD remake or re-release that they talked about at a earlier show in Japan in 2011. It's been kind of quiet since, but I think that a big Final Fantasy reveal would be just the thing for the show. I also think that they're probably going to be showing Final Fantasy Versus 13 in some trailer form, and maybe with a release date of December in Japan, and I'll say spring in America. Maybe they'll tease Infamous 3 for the PS3. And then, again, back to the Vita, they're probably going to just show like a demo reel of a bunch of stuff coming. Maybe some more first-party stuff going onto there, like maybe Infamous side story or something like that, or maybe, I don't know, maybe some more HD classic remakes for other stuff as well, or something like that. Anyway, maybe the last thing they might show is, maybe Valve says that they're not going to be at the show, but they did say that before when they revealed Portal 2 and Steam integration with the PS3. And rumors have been flying around that Steam may come to the PS3, or some kind of cloud servicing is coming to the PS3. So maybe it'll be Steam, and maybe someone from Valve, like Gabe Newell, will come on stage and say, hey, you can get Steam games on the PS3 or something like that. But yeah, all in all, I expect big things for the PS3, but I'm really excited for the Vita. They really need to prove themselves, so come on, Sony.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the creator of The Legend of Zelda, Shigeru Miyamoto.
Nintendo is easily my top contender for what I'm most anticipated for. Why? Well, the 3DS had a shaky start, but now there's some quite good games for it, and I'm looking forward to what they're going to show off this year. But the real big thing is the Wii U, which we know very little about because last year's E3 was a very kind of poor showing of the device. People weren't sure if it was an add-on for the Wii. Was there a console for this? Was this just an iPod ripoff? It just, no one knew anything. Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing, the software for the device and what the thing is capable of. They're talking about like a network like PSN and Xbox. So they're going to try to be, more compatible with online stuff. They're probably going to have digital releases and whatnot, and maybe show that they can be as good online as they can other way too, because they've been really lacking on the online front. I think they're probably going to reveal that the system is going to be about $300, and it's going to probably launch with some kind of Mario game and Pikmin 3, which we already know is coming to the Wii U, so I think that's two big first-party Nintendo games that would be a good launch. As for everything else, I'm not sure. They may tease the new Smash Brothers. I know they did last year, but they may show an image or two, but I don't think they're going to show any gameplay. I think Retro Studios is probably going to show off a new Metroid game, and I think it's going to be for the 3DS. I do think they're going to show off 2 new Zelda games. Maybe not footage, but maybe like pictures or something. I think it's going to be one for the Wii U, which they had a kind of a small demo on the Wii U last year. That one I think they might show less of compared to, I think they're going to make a 3DS Zelda, and I think it's going to be in the style of maybe A Link to the Past. I think they're going to go a little bit of retro route and do a top-down thing, and maybe even have it be a sequel. I know Miyamoto was talking about, wouldn't it be great if I made something like that, or, I don't know. The 25th anniversary is this year, in America at least, so that would be pretty cool if they did that. Oh, let's see here. I think that they will probably have more 3D classes for Nintendo games. I think they're going to be releasing more classic games on the 3DS in general. Maybe they'll show Game Boy Advance games, or maybe Super Nintendo games will be compatible. Just, Nintendo has a lot to prove from what they had last year. Last year was a very bad showing of their hardware for the Wii U, but the 3DS had some cool ideas, and now we want to see more games. So, in general, just more games for the 3DS and show us what the Wii U is capable, and I'll be happy. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. What did you think? What will you think will be happening in E3? I'd love to hear your responses. And I will be covering E3 all next week, at least for a majority of it at least. It'll be, behind the times compared to what everyone else is going, but I'll try and keep it at least maybe an hour at the most past conferences and whatnot. But I'll try and put everything up as quick as I can, and let's see how right I am. But yeah, let's hope for a good E3.